Alright, y'all, man. It's your boy Humble 2 times for me. Back in that video, man, for me. Follow the Instagram at Humble 2 times. Now, look, because y'all today's time, I'm talking about everyone does not deserve access to your energy anymore. Now, look, before today's video, I want to give a huge shout out to the Most High in general for everything. I'm also giving a shout out to myself as well for wanting to receive good information and give out this good information as well. I'm also giving you shout out to everyone into y'all. Y'all literally take energy out of y'all's day to come rock with me, show me love, support, you feel me? I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all so much more. I love always deeply. I'm also sending good positive energy, good positive protection, good positive feeling, and good positive energy towards everyone always deeply. Also, if you want to buy my ebook, you can. It's $10.90. Link is going to be in the description and in the comments. Now let's go ahead and get ready into the video. Not everyone deserves access to your energy anymore. What do I mean by this, bro? Right? See, bro, your energy, right? Your energy is ancient, right? You got a very interesting energy about you, right? Everybody does not deserve your energy, right? You need to start being, you might want to start being selfish, right? And it's really not, I take that back, I don't recommend you to be selfish. It's not being selfish with the word, let me rephrase that, because it's not being selfish. What it is it's called respect and showing more respect to yourself, right? Taking more accountability on yourself. Like, no, I'm not gonna let these people be in my aura field. They don't deserve it, right? I know to some people this may sound narcissistic. I'm not trying to come off as narcissistic, but it's the honest truth. Some people don't deserve your energy. You need to start moving like, yo, you don't deserve these people. You don't. And the thing is, bro, when you're doing this, you don't gotta verbally tell people, oh, you don't deserve my energy. That's why we're not talking no more, right? One thing about life is, bro, sometimes it's better to not explain it. Because sometimes when you're trying to explain it, it just looks sloppy, or it just might not come out how the way you want it to come out, and it might not come across people how the way you may want it to flow. Sometimes it's best to not even explain yourself or to overly explain yourself sometimes in some situations, right? Now, when it comes to your energy, right? I don't recommend you to be selfish with your energy, but I recommend you to, take care of your energy, right? Everybody doesn't deserve your energy, right? Ask yourself, right? Does this person deserve my energy? Do they deserve to be around my good-hearted energy, my good energy? Do they deserve my time? Do they deserve to get on? Do they deserve to be in my presence, to get on FaceTime with me, to link with me, etc.? Do they deserve that? All right, you need to start moving in this type of energy of do they deserve it, instead of just, okay, cool, or oh, I don't feel like doing it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Why? You don't want to do it, so why are you doing it? All right? A lot of times we're draining ourselves because we're doing something that we don't want to do. Right? You're not depressed, it's just you're doing things that you don't want to do. You're probably not truly doing what you want to do, or you're not doing what you truly want to do enough, etc. That could maybe be the case, right? Right, you see what I'm saying? So everybody doesn't deserve access to you. So stop acting like everybody does deserve access to you, because everybody doesn't deserve access to you. Everybody doesn't deserve a conversation. Everybody doesn't deserve to get physical and dap people up and hug people, etc., to have sex with, etc. Everybody doesn't deserve that, bro. So stop acting as if they do, because they don't, right? These people don't respect you, right? These people, you set boundaries and they walk all over your boundaries. Why do you have them around your aura? Your aura is very important. Stop letting people take some of your aura and take some of your energy. Another thing you can do too as well, right, is you can call back your energy, right? A lot of people talk about calling back your energy, but what a lot of people don't realize is it's a twist to doing that. What I mean by it's a twist to doing that is when you are calling back your energy, I recommend you to be very mindful of what you're doing, right? Sometimes it's best to not call back some of that energy. 1, because it's old energy. 2, it's in the past. 3, since you're calling it back, and if that energy does come back to you, whatever energy they put on it, whatever energy they transmute on it, now that energy might come back to you as well. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes it's better to just let people have whatever energy you gave them, right? You know what I'm saying? But you can call your energy back. You can do that, right? And stop overly explaining yourself, right? A lot of times we don't need to be overly explaining ourselves, right? Feel me? And I'm not sitting there saying just never give people an explanation, but sometimes, bro, you don't gotta explain yourself is what I'm saying. Or sometimes you don't gotta overly explain yourself is what I'm saying, right? You see what I'm saying, bro? You feel me? So, you know, and also I'm gonna touch on this real quick. Today is so-called Halloween, right? Um, Listen, bro, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you to not go outside or whatever, but I recommend you to be mindful. I'm not gonna tell you to be careful or be safe. No, I'm not gonna put those negative curses on you. Um, but I do recommend you to be mindful, right? A lot of negative spirits, they really like to show out, they really like to pop out on this day, especially during nighttime, and it's nighttime where I'm at. So just be mindful, right? You know, I've already made a video before talking about Halloween, how it's pagan, it's demonic, etc. So I'm not even gonna get too deep into that in this video, right? You can just scroll through my page. I've already made a video talking about it. But anyways, back to the energy thing, right? So yes, right, do these people deserve your energy, right? If they don't deserve your energy, then why are you giving them your energy, right? Do not drain yourself, right? Even though you can't drain that energy, you have a bunch of energy, but you can feel drained. All right, start taking more better care of yourself, bro. Stop. Listen, bro. You want to feel more at peace. You want to feel better. You want to vibe higher. You want to feel better. You want to look better. Focus on yourself more. Get away from negative people. Get away from toxic people. Get away from toxic relationships. Get away from toxic family members. Get away from toxic exes, relationships. Get away from toxic friend groups, etc. Get away from toxic energy, bro, is what I'm saying. And watch how you feel better. I'm telling you. You're gonna naturally feel better. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, trying to get my dog to come down here. But yeah, though, y'all, so your energy is very important. And don't feel bad for protecting your energy, right? Never feel bad for protecting your energy. Like, oh, well, you know, maybe I should give them another chance. Or, you know, that's up to you. If you want to, you can, but don't feel bad if you decide not to, bro. They've shown you multiple times why you shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? So you can give them another chance. Yes, it might work out good, but then it might not work out good. You know what I'm saying? It's a risk. Everything in life is a risk. So, you know, and stop overly explaining yourself, right? Stop overly explaining yourself, right? You know exactly why you cut people off. And they know why they got cut off. So don't overly explain yourself, right? If you've been quiet, if you've been distant, you don't gotta explain yourself. You don't gotta overly explain yourself. You got free will, bro. You don't have to do that. That is an option. In other words, that is a choice, right? You don't have to do that. That's an option. That's a choice. You don't have to do that. Stop feeling like you have to do things. You don't have to do things, bro. You see what I'm saying? Just because somebody walks up to you in public, say, hey, how you doing? You don't have to respond. You can ignore them, right? And I know a lot of people might think that's narcissistic, but I'm being honest. Do you really want to talk to this individual? If the answer is no, then why are you even giving them your energy? And then you try to figure out why you feel drained. You try to figure out why it's hard for you to be yourself in public. Because you're not being yourself in public. You are being yourself in public, but at the same time, you're not being yourself in public because you're doing things to people please other people. I know, because I done been there multiple times. I done people please people multiple times, and I was hurting myself. I was hurting myself deeply doing that. Don't people please. Don't be a people pleaser. Right? You might think it's getting you cool points or whatever. No, it's weird. It's lame. It's low vibrational energy. I'm not calling you weird. I'm not calling you lame, but I'm saying the energy of it is lame. The energy of it is weird. I'm not calling you weird. I'm not calling you lame, but the energy of it is weird. The energy of it is weird. The energy of it is lame. The energy of it is low vibrational energy, right? Protect your energy, bro. I talk a lot on my channel about protecting your energy. Everyone doesn't deserve access. Everybody doesn't deserve a conversation with you, bro. Everybody doesn't deserve getting on the phone with you. Everybody doesn't deserve linking with you, bro. A lot of people don't deserve that because they're not in high vibrational frequencies. They're not working on themselves. No, they're not. Right? But you are. Right? Think about it, bro. If you working on yourself, right, why would you hang around these people who don't work on themselves? Imagine that. You putting in all this work, and then your homegirls or your homeboys, they're not doing nothing. They're not starting no business. They're not getting creative. They're just sitting around all day watching other people live their life on social media and eating and going to bed and doing drugs. Why are you even around them, bro? I'm not saying judge them. I'm not saying compare yourself. I'm saying, why are you around that energy? For what? For what? Is that energy inspiring you to go make another business, to go invest? No, it's not. So why are you around that type of energy, etc.? Do you feel inspired by these individuals? No, you don't. So why are you even around them? Right? You know why a lot of women cut off men? Because they don't feel like you are, there to help them, right? One of the main reasons a lot of women cut off a lot of men is because the woman doesn't feel like she's appreciated. That'd be the main reason. Dang, bro, why she cut me off? Why she go ghost? Because she's not feeling appreciated, bro. You see what I'm saying? She's not feeling appreciated. Why do you think a lot of people who have side women or women on the side, why do you think a lot of time they end up leaving? Because they don't feel fully appreciated. Right? A lot of side women, they actually want to be the main woman. Why do you think they be fighting so hard to still try to work with you? But after a while, a lot of them side women dip off. Right? And I'm just giving some examples, bro. I'm keeping it real with you, bro. So stop with this mindset of this energy of, oh, I gotta speak to everybody in public. If somebody texts me, I gotta respond. If somebody call me, you don't gotta do that, bro. And if they get upset about that, and that's on them, bro. They got nothing to do with you, bro. They ain't got nothing to do with you, bro. Stop trying to control everything. And it's vice versa, bro. If you want people to talk to you, but they don't want to talk to you, okay, cool. You can't control that, bro. Don't try to control that. It's not gonna make the situation better. I'm telling you I'm letting you know from experiences. But look, man, I hope you have fun as much with today's video. I'll catch y'all for much on the next one, man. Peace.